Hello, welcome back. I will continue the discussion about the book King Paimon, the Lord of the Silence, the Lord of the Abyss, the Void and the Silence, the thematic that it is in the book, beside other important ones. Of course, as I've said, the thematic of the mirror is in each one of them. And I was thinking to do an interesting exercise. I would like to go back to the two visions which did come through, and that's why I thought it would be an interesting idea to go back and see what other things I might have not noticed the first time, no? So I would like to go back to the market, that day, that place, no? And I want to see if there's something else that I can discover there or recount from there. So I see myself going to the market that morning, and as I've said, I was a musician, no? Or the way I saw myself in the vision, and I have been there before, so I played other times in that place, I think once. And I don't know if it was exactly the same place where I was the first time, but in some place similar to that. And I was sitting down somehow at the... it was like a market and a temple, no? The entrance of a temple, like if you think in ancient times. And I knew that... why I did that, I knew that in that time this was like a profession. It was actually something beautiful. You'll, it's like in the temple in the morning, a lot of people will come in and you will create music, you will resonate, you will work on their vibration, so to say, you create music, some type of magic in the air, especially because you're outside, and it's a beautiful place where you can play your instrument. And I was sitting down, like in crouched, like real down, no? And I was playing my instrument as I was seated exactly when I was having the vision, no? In my room, sitting in the same position, playing, no? I was thinking of that. And then the thematic Paimon was already so on my mind, no? But I didn't... I didn't expect to see him, so it was not it's almost like it was like a coincidence. He just appeared, and I was playing at the same time, and I was seeing him. I was imagining me being there and seeing him. And then especially because I was playing music, I was feeling quite emotional, and I whispered, I don't know if I whispered something, maybe. To be honest, I don't remember exactly. If I knew it was important, I would have paid more attention. And I said something maybe like, I wanted for him to see me, no? And but I was playing, so I knew I could not talk to him. How? So I was looking down at my instrument playing, and then I said this inside me, like I wanted to impress him with my music. I wanted him to look in my direction. That was the feeling. And he did, no? So he didn't just pass me by, like just to not see him. He did stop, no? And then I wrote in the book what the dialogue was between them, and it was something like he asked her something about music, how a child so young like you, or how a child of sand, no? How can a mortal, but he said it very nice. It was not weird. He said it like, how can a child of sand play so nice music, or is able to play so nicely? And I answered something like, I don't know, because I play, I don't, oh my god, I wish I could remember. What did they say? Something that is not difficult for me, that comes from the soul, or something like it's a magic now, it's like a natural talent. Or maybe that I would have answered now. Anyway, there was like a immediate moment inside me wanting me to go with him. That's what I felt. It's like all that emotions brought me to that feeling when I saw him, no? Like I fell in love. As I've said, he's a very beautiful man. And I saw him on this dromedare. I cannot pronounce it perfectly. Dromedare, I call it. It's like one, it's like a bigger than the camel, no? And I did speak in another recording about this exactly, but let's see if something new is coming. Yeah, like what instrument I was playing at that moment. I don't know what, really, I can't remember again. Could have been, as I've said, I remembered the manjera, but could have been something else, maybe the bell. And the second vision with him in the throne, in the black room, no, it was, to be honest, the feeling that I had there, no, it was like I said, I was concentrated on the words and the ambient in which he was, and this I forgot to say, that there's always music where Paimon is, and he was surrounded by music, no, and yeah, and then back to the vision with the girl. No, he asked me to go with him. And as I've said, it was in this ancient time. I don't know where I will place it, but like Egypt time, like anyway, early BC. I really don't know. And yeah, it was like in a very hot place, like close to the desert somewhere. You know, it was like a simple temple, but very beautiful one. Could have been a similar temple like the one at Arnak, if I'm not mistaken, or I know the shape in my head, exactly how it looks. It's round, big columns, very big ones. The entrance, like big black of stones, you know, huge ones, very long ones, and then on the top it's made really nice. It's like a very nice opening to the temple. And there, like, people pass through, no? That was the place. But it was a simple place, you know, people were like market, opening, like, it was like a normal early morning. And I just arrived there to play my music. And the one with the temple, no? I didn't have dreams per se about this, but this other vision with him in the black, on the black throne of obsidian, that's like his reign, no? In the middle of his reign, in his seat of power, in his seat of authority, with the black reign, or the black, if I was to give him an animal, it would be like the black crow, or black panther, or anything that's black in that way, no? Like a real deep black, like a crow, no? Which they are connected with the underworld. So it makes me think of Hades, no? The god of the underworld, no? Of the darkness. Hates, no? The Greek god hates Hades, which actually comes from another Semitic or Babylonian king. And then there is King Marduk. There is another very important king that has created, I think, Babylonian art, or writings, or important places. And I don't know, Arnak, I think it's in Turkey. And there is a lot about the geographical parts, It made me think a lot which parts of the world. It's very much connected to the world. That's what I feel about Paimon, with the West, with the fire, but all symbols, very old symbols, the vulcan, the fire, the camel, the desert, the monkeys. So there's all elements, the older elements, And the sands, it's all speaks about antiquity or old, or it gives this places, And it does make me think a little about the prophet, the alchemist, from Paulo Coelho, which I did read a long time ago. It's a very beautiful book. I enjoyed it. And from languages, I know he's a master of languages as well. From what I know, Paimon master all languages. He can talk in any language. You just have to ask him or command him to speak in your language so you can understand him. And as I've said, he does speak his own language, which is a very beautiful one. And I don't think that anyone can really understand it. It does give, if one listens to it, it does give, of course, almost like you can listen hear between the whispers, hear between the silence, depending how good you can listen, or how deep is your perception, So he does deepen a perception of that. And there is the thematic of the void, And the void, always makes me think a little about. I'm still thinking about the black mirrors. So the void, it has the meaning of like beginning or eternity. I don't know why. For me, the void, the endless, unexhausted, the undying, the void. It does make one think, of course, of emptiness or something empty, but the void is not empty, It does represent emptiness, but it's not empty. The same way, like silence is the missing of sound. There's no sound, but it doesn't mean that there is no substance. There is nothing. It doesn't mean if there is silence, everything disappears. And at the same time, the surface of water reminds me of glass, because it does have the power of reflection as well. The natural way of reflecting is water, and glass is almost like a step further. It's almost like it took more time, And both carry pressure. Water carry pressures as well as the glass, or weight. They have both weight, but they have a certain transparency. That's the element they are like similar to. They have the same ability in some way or another. Of course, the glass is has a higher, but it is a density. The water doesn't have, but it's liquid, in the same time, water can froze, so sometimes ice is like glass, There too creates the power of reflection, or reflecting the sun, If you hold a piece of ice in the sun, it reflects back the light, It creates a reflection on it. Or you can see through, Of course, it's not as dense as a mirror. So the density of a mirror has a reason why, And then the water on a already very shiny surface, no, as a glass. There is like emotion. I think it's water carries the meaning of emotion, and it's like very soft emotions. That's how I will interpret this meaning of what I've seen in the chamber of Paimon with the black mirror and the water element. So it does have the element of darkness at the same time with the element of life, which is the water. And like two elements that fit well together. There's a certain harmony, no? And as I've said, the moment it's almost like when I was there, I was not even noticing this as much. I was not even focusing on that because the main focus was, of course, at Paimon, no? Almost like if you imagine like his palace or his reign, no? He has his, like a palace will be, no? And other things about the vision that I didn't notice the last time or something else. Let's see. It's very beautiful. It's very impressive. The room is not very big. And it has this beautiful black glass, the black mirror. And the throne is like in the middle of it, no? A little in the back. And you have Paimon in the black robe with a black crown, holding a book in the hand or just simply reciting. And you hear the sound of music, the sound of water, and then you have this black, as I've said, mirror on the floor and on the walls all over the room. Now there's this like a cube of darkness, like a cube of it is connected very much to Saturn, to a cube of Saturn, which is the day Sunday, which is a holy day, no? Let's say the holy day, no? Sunday. So the monkey element was interesting too, because I find it quite funny that it appeared, the monkey, because it's almost like in the market where I was, I could have seen a monkey, or there's a place that could have been, which I said is sandy. It's in the desert. It's like a village in the desert. It's very sandy. There was like wind and sand. There was always the element of sand as environment. At the same time as when they are in the desert, there's even more sand. Like they enter even deeper in the story of their love, in the story of their life, in their destined love, destined life. They're walking towards the positive, walking towards the horizon, open space, full of possibility, endless possibility, the joy that love brings, the gift of the lovers, the gift of the universe, the beauty to be under the stars, the beauty to be with the person you love, all the elements of life, So there is this deep feeling, of ease, and it's just so enriching and so beautiful. And I love the oriental and the rich aspect of the desert, of the camel, of that rich aspect. It's just, for me, it's just the contrast of the colors. It's almost like to say a red color looks even more red in the light, in the back, or in front, if you have the background over the desert. Because the color is so warm, it's orange, and then the red, it's absorbing the orange around. It's almost like the environment is as harmonious and as beautiful as it can be. And there's like a journey, of course, almost like I feel like in the book I had to pass through the story to continue it, but there's the journey through the desert was a longer one, so there's I was not able to tell all the stories, no, that they have experienced. So it's more like they had a life, no, together. And it is interesting too as well how all of these correlate with each other. It's almost like a tapestry that you always can enlarge. You always add some new ideas, and it gets more real. No, it's like I'm getting closer to the mirror type of feeling, and almost like learning how to make the mirror your friend. At the same time, the precious feeling of inside, it's enough. The mirror, for me at least, has always been a reason of fascination. I do love mirrors. I love shiny surfaces. I love glass. I love the color black as well. And I love the crow, the raven, no, the black feather, the black raven, the black crow, there's like a richness to the darkness. There's I always like see rich dark earth, wet, no, there's a wet earth, no, like full with substance, no, that many things can grow. That's the feeling. The black with the wet, no, that's it's almost like you think immediately on earth, at wet earth, black wet earth, or at a forest or something like that. And in Paimon's vision, there is a lot, of course, almost like the sand in the first vision of the desert of the love story. Almost like the sand carries them. The sand is the one which involves this love story, the warmth of the desert, and the precious sun, the orange horizon, the dark blue night sky in the night with the stars, no, the clear sky, the fire, the beauty, no, to be with one another, the love, the journey, the hope, the eternity. There's absolutely a beautiful feeling that goes, from the moment that they meet each other. And I don't know if I have missed any elements. I do see the element of the snake again at the temple too, almost the position that I was sitting. No, it was very much with my legs, so it's like a very maybe I was playing the flute. Maybe that's the meaning. Actually, I was playing the flute in this recording that I made. No, maybe it was the flute. I think it was the flute. It makes sense because I was really trying to impress him, so I thought I went quite hard and strong. It was like giving my best, of course, like I was performing. Yeah, and maybe I played different ones that day, because when I start to play, I try to go through more than one instrument. Thank you so much for listening. I'm going to continue this thematic as well. I do enjoy to talk about Paimon and the book, and to further on my at least studies about the thematic of the book in general, know how to develop a story, how the story is developed, what elements one can take or choose to take to develop through imagination, through creation, and the element of freedom too, as well, is in Paimon's thematic of love. Thank you so much for listening. Until next time, bye.